Hi, Steve from Ventures Classic 71. Hope everybody's having a good day. I'm shooting this one in the afternoon on Tuesday. So it's yesterday being a holiday and a few things going on. I didn't get a chance to do it. So I'm doing it today instead. But hope everybody's having a good week so far. Today I got a few pickups from this past Sunday's card show in Seekonk, Mass. I'll show those. I did a few more of those profile ones where I pick a few players that are not Hall of Famers but had outstanding careers. They'd be in the almost Hall of Fame. I'll show you those. And that's about it, I think. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who supports my channel. It's 4 more people and I've got 500, so I'm getting there. But I really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending the time to watch me and to give me outstanding feedback and some great suggestions for future videos. I know I mentioned that soon I'll be doing a football one with the start of the NFL season. I'll probably do that next week. Anyway, that's what I think I'm going to do. So you never know. I'm like the weather; I could change. But what I'm going to do is I'll show you a few pickups first. I bought a couple packs the other day of the Topps cards, and just every now and then, every now and then it's good to open up something. Gets you have the feeling you want to open something, even though they're new, they're not vintage, but just fun to do. Brings back memories of being a kid again. But I got a Ellie De La Cruz, Stars of the MLB. This guy's a big-time ball player for the Cincinnati Reds, shortstop. He can do it all. So, all right, that's that one. And I've got Paul Skeens, pitcher from the Pirates. Same thing, Stars of the MLB. That was a heck of a battle the other night. The Red Sox and Pirates. Skeens pitching for Pittsburgh, and Peyton Tolley, the young kid that the Red Sox called up. He actually looked really good. That's a name that if you're not already investing in, you might want to consider, because I think he's going to be the real deal. He's got the mound makeup and the build, 6'6", 250, and he throws hard. And he's just got to learn to finish some of his other pitches, polish them off a little bit, and he's going to be an outstanding pitcher. But Skeens and Tolley had a battle going for a while. Tolley struck out 8. I think Skeens struck out 6 or 7. But unfortunately, our bullpen blew it, and it kind of cost Tolley his first win. But that's the Paul Skeens card. All right, now let's get into some of my pickups. Like I said, I went to the card show in Seekonk and bought a few cards from my good friend. I've become friendly with him through YouTube videos here, Kevin Paquette. If you do happen to have a chance to go to that show, search and find him. He's usually, well, the last show anyways, when you walk in, if you walk straight ahead, he's like the first table on the left. Really nice guy, very humble person, great to talk to. Has a great selection of cards, like I said. So I just picked up a few of his. One was this 1969-70 Topps Gordie Howe. I've been looking for this card for a while. Just love the way it looks. Here's the back. No stamp on there. Kevin told me that too, but I do have a couple cards that have the stamps on it, but I have some of those stamps separately that weren't used. There's the spot you'd put the stamp obviously right here. That's the 70 Gordie Howe. All right, let's see what we can do here. Then I also got from him the 1964 Rookie Stars of the Phillies. Got Dick Allen, Richie Allen on the card, his rookie card. And being that he just won the Hall of Fame in July, I didn't have this card. And it's a really nice card to have. It's outstanding shape. All the corners look pretty good. Centering might be off a little bit from left to right, but and no loss of paper. The back looks nice. All right, so I'm really happy to get that one. Then I also got from him, I got a 1972. I had this card ungraded, but I wanted the graded one. 72 Topps of Joe Namath. It's a SGC4. Oops, almost knocked over some cards there. Joe Willie Namath from the 1972 Topps set football. So I guess I did get a couple football cards because I got another one coming after this. SGC4, Joe Namath. Great Jets quarterback. Another football card I got, a 1977 Topps of Steve Largent, his rookie card. It's a SGC4. Great receiver. didn't have either one of I didn't have this card. I had Namath, but just not graded. I didn't have this one at all. So I was really happy to get this. Both great deals from Kevin. Like I said, if you go to that show, definitely look him up. It's worth your while. That's the Steve Largent, 77 Largent. And let's see. All right, that's what I got from Kevin. And I got this from another guy. I got the Jose Canseco. It's a 1986 Fleer of him. I didn't have that one. I've got a lot of Jose Canseco cards, but I didn't have this one. Here. All right. And then we're going to, let me see, I'll show you. Let me do the baseball first. I'll show you this Perez Steel card. It's from 1989. The number to 10,000. This is number 9,287. And it's Rick Ferrell, the Red Sox catcher, Hall of Fame catcher. I have a bunch of these all displayed through the room here. But I did not have this one. Here's the back of it. As you can see right here, it's numbered to 10,000. Nice cards. I mean, I've got some that are autographed. They look outstanding autographed. We know most of these guys have passed away, so to get them signed now would be tough. You have to buy them already signed. And I have through eBay. I've gotten some good deals, but I didn't have this guy, not signed, but prize collection. Then from the same individual, I got this Perez Steel Great Moments card. It's number 57. It's also it's numbered to 5,000. This is number 302, and it's Frankie Frisch. I got two of these signed, I think it is. I've got, maybe I only have one signed. I have Johnny Mize. Who am I thinking of? Johnny Mize and George Kell. I do have two signed. And I also have the Satchel Paige. I got a Ted Williams, a Babe Ruth, and now this Frankie Frisch. Nice looking cards. The back tells you down here number 302 of 5,000. But they present well. They're beautiful cards. Some people don't like oversized cards. I have no problem with them. I mean, I like them all. I like small cards, big cards. But this card is a nice looking card. He had all types of them. In fact, I can't make the September show. I won't be there. My buddy Caesar will be there, though. He was with me. He's always with me. In fact, Kevin had a chance to meet him at the yesterday, or rather Sunday. And don't worry, Kevin, he's going to be there. I'm sure he's going to pay you a visit again. But I'm going to go back to the individual who had these. He had, I don't know, a stack like that. I'll probably pick up some more of them. And they're not price bad at all. They're 50% off what the price was. I think I paid $8 for the Frankie Frisch one. So, I mean, it's not expensive. And he had some football ones. And I got 3 of those. I'll show you these. These are the first 3. I didn't have any football ones. These are Pro Football Hall of Fame Art Series, a limited edition collector's set. This is John Hanna from the New England Patriots. They're numbered to 5,000. This is number 1,934. It's part of the Goal Line art, and it was produced in 1991. This is John Hanna of the Patriots. One of the great Patriots of all time. One of the greatest offensive linemen in the NFL history, but here's the back. And the numbers on the bottom down there. Again, these are goal line art. Pretty colorful. I mean, the baseball ones, I love the baseball ones. These are really nice too. In fact, they may be even more colorful than the baseball ones. And he had quite a few of these too. So again, I'll probably get some more of those. Then I also picked up from him Bronco Nagurski. This is number 4,114 out of 5,000. Chicago Bears, great. So you can see it better. They're, I'd say 4x6. Yeah, 4x6. There's a number on the back. I'm sure a lot of you guys and gals have a lot of these. It's my first little step into the football ones. I've been collecting baseball ones for a long time, but. And then the last one is Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch. He number 3,183 out of 5,000, and he's pictured with the Rams. I actually have back there. I have an autograph from him. I had written to him, and he signed a card, and he signed the something index card, like not an index card, but a little black and white drawing of himself catching a ball. But here's the goal line art one. If you notice, no face mask. Not in those days, anyways. Beautiful card. There's the number on the back down there. Number 3,183 out of 5,000. But they're beautiful cards. All right, get these out of the way for a minute. My light won't drop and everything. Okay, put these over here, and then I had written to. I like to do the mail. I'm going to start up more in the winter months. You know, in probably another month or so. I'll start writing to a lot of them. I used to do a lot of them years ago. I've got a whole album over there full of cards that were signed through the mail. But I had decided back in April, because a buddy of mine told me about that Rogie Vachon will sign through the mail. So I wrote to Rogie, and I sent 2 cards. Here's the first one. It's a 1972-73 Topps, and he signed it. You know, it took about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, 5 months. But that's okay. To have him come back was great. You know, it's always exciting when you get the mail and you see the return envelope that has your writing with your name on it. So you know there's something in there, whether it be signed or not signed. But here's a 1975-76 of him, Rogie Vachon. The 2 cards I sent them. Here they are right here, side by side. So if you do the TTM, he doesn't charge a fee. You know, if you want to send him a few dollars, $5 or whatever. But he will sign for nothing. I don't have his address right here. If you reach out to me, I could probably find it and send it to you. But that's all I have for those things. Now I'm going to do the series I started on and off a couple months ago, and where I show players that are not in the Hall of Fame, but either should be or would be in a almost Hall of Fame type of thing. The first one's going to be Dale Murphy. You see what we got here? Oops. I'm going to have to straighten that out after I made a mess here. Here's a 1989 Donruss. I just pull a card of him. I have his rookie card, too. All right, he was drafted by the Braves in the first round of the 1974 draft. He debuted for the Braves September the 13th, 1976, versus the Dodgers, and he went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. His last game in the big leagues was May the 21st, 1993, versus the Dodgers, and he went 0 for 3. Career-wise, he appeared in 2,108 games. He had 9,041 at-bats, 2,111 hits, 398 home runs, 1,266 RBIs, 161 stolen bases, a lifetime batting average of .265, and on-base percentage of .346. He's a two-time MVP, 7-time All-Star, 5 Gold Gloves, and 4 Silver Sluggers. This is a guy that definitely, I would think, soon will be in the Hall of Fame. I have him right up there with Dwight Evans in the outfield. There's 2 guys that should be in there. But that's Dale Murphy for you. And what are we going to put? Put him right here. All right, next up is Darryl Strawberry. I pulled out a, let's see, we got a 1989 Donruss All-Star card of him. MVP card, rather. Here's Darryl. The Straw Man. Great New York Met. All right, here we go. He was drafted by the Mets in the first round of the 1980 draft. He debuted May the 6th, 1983, versus the Reds. He went 0 for 4, but he did steal a base. And his last game was October the 3rd, 1999, versus the Tampa Bay Rays, and he went 0 for 1. In his career, Darryl appeared in 1,583 games. He had 6,326 hits. He had 1,401 hits. He hit 335 home runs, drove in 1,000, exactly 1,000. Stole 221 bases, lifetime batting average of .259, and on-base percentage of .357. He was Rookie of the Year in 1983. He's an 8-time All-Star, 2 Silver Sluggers, and he won the Home Run Derby in 1986. So that's Darryl Strawberry, another great player. I know he had problems with drugs along with Dwight Gooden back in the 90s, but he was still a great player. All right, let's get him over here. Next up, it's funny because Caesar and I were just talking about this guy the other day. So if Caesar watches, you're going to remember this. It's Jim Sundberg, great Texas Rangers catcher. That's 1978 of Sundberg. All right. Jim Sundberg, first drafted by the Oakland A's in the 6th round of the 1969 draft, but he didn't sign. He was then drafted by the Rangers in the 1st round of the 73 draft. He debuted April the 4th, 1974 versus the Oakland A's with no official at-bats. Last game was September the 24th, 1989 versus the White Sox. He went 1 for 2 with an RBI. He appeared in 1,962 games with 6,899 at-bats, 1,493 hits, 95 home runs. He wasn't a home run hitter at all. Great defensive catcher, though. 624 RBIs, 20 stolen bases, 248 lifetime batting average, and an on-base percentage of .327. He's a 3-time All-Star and a 6-time Gold Glove winner. So, like I said, Jim Sundberg was a great defensive ball player, great catcher. All right, now we have a 1977 of Rico Cardi. I used to have a Rico Cardi bat when I was a kid. What happened to it, I don't know. It didn't survive. But that's a 77 of Rico. All right, Rico Cardi, he didn't get drafted. He was undrafted. He debuted September the 15th, 1963 versus the Cardinals. He went 0 for 1. His last game was September 23rd, 1979 versus the Yankees. He went 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Rico appeared in 1,651 games. He had 6,318 at-bats. He had 1,677 hits, 204 home runs. He had 890 RBIs, 21 stolen bases. He had a lifetime batting average of .299 and an on-base percentage of .369. He made the All-Star team 1 time, and he won the batting title in 1970, hitting .366 for the Braves. So that's Rico Cardi. Solid player. In the almost Hall of Fame. Next up, we have Bobby Bonilla. He's a 1987 Bobby Bonilla with the Pirates. All right, here we go with Bobby. Again, undrafted. He debuted April 9th, 1986 versus the Brewers. He went 0 for 1. His last game was October the 7th, 2001 versus the Astros. He went 0 for 1. Bobby in his career played in 2,113 games. He had 8,257 at-bats, 2,010 hits, 287 home runs, 1,173 RBIs. He stole 45 bases, hit .279 for his career, and an on-base percentage of .358. He's a 6-time All-Star and 3-time Silver Slugger winner. So, Bobby Bonilla. Got overlooked because of Barry Bonds. But he was a great hitter, too. All right, next up, we got another great defensive catcher, 1977 Carter, Bob Boone. Philadelphia Phillies. All right, Bob Boone, drafted by the Phillies in the 6th round of the 1969 draft. He debuted September the 10th, 1972 versus the Cubs. He went 0 for 2. His last game, September the 27th, 1990 versus the Angels. He went 2 for 3 with an RBI. Bob Boone appeared in 2,264 games. He had 7,245 at-bats, and he produced 1,838 hits. He had 105 home runs, so he had a little bit more power than Jim Sundberg had. Not much, just probably a hair. 826 RBIs, 38 stolen bases, a .254 batting average, and an on-base percentage of .315. He's a 4-time All-Star and a 7-time Gold Glove winner. So just like Jim Sundberg, great defensive catcher. They just didn't have a lot of power or didn't bat for a high batting average. Type guy you want to have on your team, though. Okay, and the last one's going to be Will Clark. And this is a 92 of Will Clark with the Giants. Great first baseman. All right, Will Clark. He was drafted by the Royals in the 1982 draft but did not sign. He was then drafted by the Giants in the first round of the 1985 draft. He debuted April the 8th, 1986 versus the Astros. He went 1 for 4 with a home run and an RBI. His last game was October the 1st, 2000 versus the Reds, and he went 2 for 2 with a home run and 3 RBIs. So his first game he hit a home run, and his last game he hit a home run. That's pretty neat. Will appeared in 1,976 games. He had 8,283 at-bats. He produced 2,176 hits with 284 home runs, 284 home runs, 1,205 RBIs, 67 stolen bases, and a batting average of .303 with an on-base percentage of .384. Both good numbers. 6-time All-Star, Gold Glove winner, 2 Silver Sluggers, and a 1989 National League Championship Series MVP award winner. And that's the Will Clark. Yeah, all right. I think that's all I have for you today. I don't have anything else. Well, I guess I could show you these. I had picked these up. These aren't vintage or anything, and I don't even know why I got them, but I was going by and they were selling them at this antique place, so I grabbed these 3. The first one, sorry. First one is a Project 70 Derek Jeter. I'm not a very big fan of these, but like I said, I decided to pick them up. I guess they're artist drawings based on one of the player's cards. Here's the Jeter. These are a Project 2020. Here's a Jackie Robinson. I like that one. In the back. And a Project 2020 Nolan Ryan. That's based off his 1969 card, his second year. In the back of it. All right. I also want to say thank you to Jim Bark. I don't have him in front of me, but I am gonna, my next show, I will show what he sent me. He's the individual I told you, the great author. He's written a book on Clemente and Aaron. I mentioned it last time. They're both outstanding books, Remembering Henry. The other one's Remembering Roberto Clemente. Both available, like I told you before, on Amazon, and all the money proceeds go towards cancer. So definitely, if you have a chance to pick those up and you can afford to buy them, go ahead and you won't regret it. They're great reads. But anyways, he's also doing one on Harmon Killebrew, and he sent me. What he does is he sends an index card to players, asking them about their memories of, in this case, Harmon Killebrew, and they come back, and he sent me the 2 Red Sox, which I'm so appreciative of Dalton Jones 1965 card and a 1973 of Sonny Siebert. Dalton Jones was a key member of the 67 Red Sox a couple of years later, and they both talked about Harmon Killebrew, and I'll show those next week. But Mr. Brock, if you're watching, by all means, thank you so much. It was greatly appreciated, and I have something coming back your way, but I don't want to tell you. I want to surprise you. I ordered it, so I'm hoping it comes in soon, and I'll be sending it back to you your way. But again, thank you. I want to thank everybody for watching this week. May God bless your families, keep you safe. I hope you have an outstanding week. My usual saying, keep on collecting. Just buy what you can afford and enjoy the hobby, because it's the best. I mean, you're not going to find, in my opinion, anything like I have all my stuff around. When I sit down here, it's like being in heaven. Right now, the dog's at the being groomed, and my wife's at work, so it's pretty neat being down there. There's nobody upstairs I don't have to worry about. But again, thank you so much. Continue giving me some comments and let me know what you'd like to see. Maybe there's something I did in the past that you want me to redo again. I know I got asked to do exhibit cards, exhibit baseball, and I have a large a stack like that of them. I'll do those in the coming weeks. I'll do, like I said, the football one coming up. I'll try to do a hockey one right before hockey comes out. Caesar, that makes your day. And I am working, trust me, I know I keep saying his name, but I am working on getting him on here. He's a little shy, but I'm working him. So, but again, thank you so much for spending your last half an hour on a Tuesday afternoon with me. Have a good day, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.